Hi Dipna, hi Kevin. I am Chanel Hurley, the youngest of 4 children at 22 years old. I grew up in remote Kalgoorlie, Western Australia. I have lived, however, in Queensland for the past 9 years between the Sunshine and the Gold Coast. To date, I've actually lived in 23 houses and still counting. I don't have degrees in this area, however, I have been fortunate enough that my mother herself is a property investor. She has been for the past 20 years. She has done your Platinum Mentoring course. She would have to be the biggest inspiration in my life, as she's always motivated me to do what makes me happy. So growing up with this amazing woman has rubbed off on me greatly and helped me discover my passion in life. I've also done some courses with yourself, Dipna, and Bob Anderson, trying to absorb as much information as I can, reading property investment and inspirational books. In my life, my mother was the only person I knew accelerating in property investment. So I came to her one day with all the pros on how her team would benefit with having me on board, even working for minimum wage. As for me, it wasn't about the money, it was just about learning the tricks of the trade. And that I sure have. I've learned that it's not all sunshine and daisies, as on one of her many renovations, we had 4 floods, we had problems with bank financing, not to mention living in the house while renovating it. And for some sick reason, I loved it. Most people would go through all that and never want to do it again. Myself, on the other hand, I got a kick from getting through it all. It sure makes you feel like a stronger person. I then had the opportunity, which literally fell into my lap, to work rurally on a cattle station. So I took this opportunity for 4 months while my mum was refinancing, with the plan on returning in the new year, which was the best thing for myself, as it helped me realize that property investment is truly in the direction that I wanted to go. Working on the cattle station was, although an amazing life experience. So I spent the last 4 months working rurally on the cattle station in the middle of nowhere in the Northern Territory for a beautiful family on about 5 million acres. I was teaching grade 8 and grade 5 to 2 children. Then from 1 p.m. onwards and every weekend, I'd be working with the cattle. So I do thrive from being thrown into the deep end of things and taking any opportunity to do something amazing and different with my life at every chance I get. The farm life came to an end though at the end of this school term this year. As you can imagine, working 3.5 hours away from the closest town, having no reception was no surprise. So I had plenty of thinking time, and that I sure did. I came to the realization I was in the rat race, as so many people are, and I wanted to get out ASAP. I thought about doing another year out on the farm, which I did enjoy, but life for me was about family and quality time, especially having nieces and nephews. So not being able to contact anyone didn't work alongside with my values. I remember calling my mum one day and saying I could come back out here and earn 40 grand next year, or I could do an investment property and earn 100 grand if I do it right. I could have a better lifestyle, be with my family and friends, and doing something creative, which I've always had a hidden passion for. Then about 2 weeks later, I was on my journey of 4,000 kilometers for a drive home for Christmas. My mum forwarded me the email about the 2017 property games, as ever since I could remember, I'd be helping her with all her renovations, gardening, painting, any sort of hard labor, you name it. Then watching them being transformed, rented out and sold, and enjoying every process that came with it. So I did realize I didn't want to do another year doing something I'm not crazy passionate for, working on the farm, earning paycheck to paycheck. I wanted to make the most of my life, so why not take another opportunity as it arises and do the 2017 property games, learning from the absolute best, yourselves, Dipner and Kevin, doing what I am so crazy passionate about. I see the next 9 months as an amazing opportunity to accelerate and immerse myself in my life dreams and goals, focused in property investment. As I know what my goals are, so joining your team, I believe, will help me refine and create a solid strategy to success. It would be my absolute pleasure to join your team. I am 100% motivated and passionate to go forward in 2017, as there has been so many synchronicities even to date that has even led me to do this video application. And I know, talking about my future in property investments, I just get a belly full of butterflies, so I know that I'm on the right path. Since coming home from the farm only 3 weeks ago, I opened my dream journal, which I did at the beginning of 2016, which is this, which has all my dreams and goals and desires in it. I realized on my work opportunities, which this was glued in there, it only talks about property. It talks about having a rapid portfolio growth and starting on an amazing deal. So I believe life is what's happening when you're busy making other plans, and that it sure has. So who better than to have someone who has the hunger for it? I know that you get further in life if you know what you want, and I believe I know what I want. So I hope that you pick me, and thank you.